We dream of sailing off into the retirement sunset, but surprisingly, running out of money is one of the biggest fears for those of us lucky enough to be on the verge of retirement. Today's Finance Friday segment is sponsored by Compass Retirement Solutions, and joining us is Marvin Mitchell. He is the founder and president of Compass Retirement. Thanks for being here with us today.
Absolutely. I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy you're here, and
happy holiday, Resurrection Sunday, Easter,
all of the above. Thanks for being here with us, Marvin. Is this true? Do people think that they will actually outlive their retirement?
That, believe it or not, that's one of the number one fears when it comes to retirees. I mean, more so than death.
Yeah.
So I think public speaking and running out of money are the two biggest fears.
Two big scary things.
And then death, maybe.
Yeah, death is probably number three.
Right.
I mean, you don't want to live if you don't have any money.
Exactly.
What are you going to
do? Like my grandmother, she didn't want to be a burden on a family. So when she ran out of money, she had lost 50% in the stock market, had no long-term care, really caused her to start worrying that she was a burden toward the end of her life. So,
You've shared that story with us, Marvin. It's really why you do what you do.
Exactly.
And it is a fear that a lot of people have. I mean, one of those questions that we need to be asking, how can we prevent ourselves from running out of money if we are looking at retirement?
Well, everyone needs a clear and concise plan that gives them clarity, comfort, and control.
Those are your three C's, right?
Yes. So what I mean by that is, if you have a financial advisor, you should have this. You should have a binder that will give you this plan. This plan should lay out, okay, what does my income look like? What does my expenses look like? When you look at inflation, when you look at taxes, when you look at possible threats, how long is my money projected to last? What is my probability of success? And how do I solve some of the pitfalls that could come along with that? Can I retire earlier than I planned? Do I extend my Social Security time? Do I take my Social Security earlier? These are all topics that are a critical concern that should be laid out very simply with a plan. Unfortunately, what I find is that 80% of people don't have this type of plan.
Wow. That's a lot of people. So you focus on making sure that you have a plan in place, because it's all about making the plan and then working the plan, right?
Yep, an actual plan that you can hold in your hands, that's simple. So sometimes I see these plans, and they're, God bless their heart, I mean, they're nice plans. I mean, they're these thick, big plans, and they look very beautiful and even pretty, but then they sit on a person's dresser, and it's so complicated that they don't understand it. I'm not going to give you one of those big, thick, complicated plans. We want something that's simple, that's easy to understand, that might be a couple of pages that's going to execute this for you.
So it's all about making sure you understand the plan and you work your plan.
Absolutely.
Marvin, thanks for walking us through some of the fears that a lot of potential and future retirees have. And if you'd actually like to receive a no-cost copy of Marvin's book, Retire Early, all you have to do is head to their website, rethinkingretirement.net. That's rethinkingretirement.net. That peace of mind toolkit is of no cost to you. And we'll make sure you have access to all of that information on our website. It's studiostl.tv. Don't go anywhere, St. Louis. We'll be right back with a lot more of the show.